Welcome to today's episode of Your Daily Writing Habit. I am your host, Christine Whitmarsh. People call me Christine Inc. That is spelled I-N-K, like the stuff you write with. Each day, I am sharing with you the daily writing habits that I have gathered over my 18 years as a celebrity ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular can have a huge impact on your success as an author. Those things are writing fundamentals, productivity habits, and mindset. So those are the areas that we'll be focusing on here on Your Daily Writing Habit. One of my favorite things to do, one of my favorite author habits, is to learn from the works of other authors by, you guessed it, reading. For the next few days, I'm going to point out some things I've seen in some of the great books I've read over the years, common elements of literary greatness, if you will. Today's writing element is architecture. Now, think of a book you love, whether it's something you read a long time ago or more recently, a book that really stood out for you and grabbed your attention and you couldn't wait to tell your friends about it. Think about this book and ask, can you identify ways in which the author organized their content to make it flow smoothly and keep you engaged in the book? For example, if the content is on the heavy side, perhaps maybe the author paused the narrative every once in a while. So maybe if it has a lot of whether it's science or philosophy or psychology or just any kind of heavy topic. Maybe the author, paused the writing once in a while to break down more complicated concepts or tell a story to bring their point to life, or maybe even used visuals like little text boxes to pull out key terms and phrases and lessons that they really wanted you to focus on just to kind of, slow down the heaviness of the reading. That would be an example of book architecture. Or maybe beyond the section and chapter breakdowns, the author went heavy on subsections to give you places to breathe and digest content more easily. Again, that's an example of book architecture, architecting a book reading experience so it's just as pleasant and effective as possible for the reader. What else can you identify about how this author in one of your favorite books architected their book to smoothly guide you from point A to point B? So how did they get you there? I compare it sometimes to like an ocean wave, where the ocean wave, picks you up and it takes you on this smooth, beautiful, calm experience and then just drops you gently on the beach, as opposed to kind of, drops you harshly on your butt on the beach. So that would be bad architecture. So the question again, what else can you identify about how the author architected their book, this book that you love to read, so smoothly that they just guided you from point A to point B? And how can you model this, how they did it in your book that you're writing? Those are your questions of the day. And thank you so much for tuning in today to Your Daily Writing Habit. I appreciate it. And if you know anyone else who is writing a book, I would love it if you would share this flash briefing with them so I can help them succeed as well. Tune in again tomorrow. And until then, happy writing.